This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Time to put this adversary to rest. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Shadowrun Dragonfall. In the last episode, we followed Glory to her mission, went through the little cult camp here, and found her former lover Marta. And with a bit of persuasion, we were able to convince her to join us. So, will she be able to help us enough to defeat the adversary, or will Glory have to go all, Rambo on him or something like that? But I guess we'll find out today. So, let's see what happens. Let's go in the door. Hello, there it is, the shrine. With a silver monkey! As you approach the shrine, a chorus of light, high, sibilant voices fills the air. The sound is light and airy, but something about it fills you with a bone-deep dread. Welcome home, Glory. Glory's eyes go wide. She opens her mouth to speak, but no sound escapes her. Glory, what? Something slams into you, a wave of an intangible force that turns your consciousness inside out and sends shockwaves reverberating through your mind. The world lurches and everything goes black. Uh-oh, where'd we go? Slowly you begin to stir. Murky, flickering impressions evade the oily stillness of your unconscious mind. The sensations come in waves, washing up over you and jerking you back towards consciousness. You smell acrid smoke and burning meat. The roar of distant flames whispers in your ear. When your eyes flutter open, a dull red glare fills your vision. As you attempt to struggle to your feet, you become dimly aware that the gravity here feels wrong. Something is heavier than it should be. Slowly the waves grow still and your senses calm. You find yourself staring into an infinite horizon, the blasted ruins of Firstel stretched out in all directions, as far as the eye can see. Holy shit! Warily, she surveys her surroundings. I'd say that's an understatement. Where the hell are we? I can't say for certain, but there's one thing that I am sure of. Whatever this place is, the adversary holds sway here. Marta stares into the abyss, her mouth agape. This isn't right. This place, it doesn't normally look like this. When I came here with Harrow, it was all green fields and marble halls. Her voice goes quiet. It was so beautiful last time. It was a lie, Marta. What we're seeing now. That this is the truth. Your truth, maybe. Her voice goes quiet. What I saw was real. I think you're both right, in a way. I think when Marta traveled here, she saw her interpretation of the adversary's domain. Now we're seeing Glory's. That is an interesting observation. What makes you say that? What does it matter? I suppose that it doesn't. She grimaces at a sudden wave of heat washing over her. Come on, you two. The spirit will be around here somewhere. Marta nods eagerly. You're right. I've seen it. In the heart of this place, that's where we'll find it. Alright. Let's explore this place. Yeah, we're inside the astral plane and the adversary's domain. Not much to do in this initial area, just to kind of give you, a cool setting or whatever. So let's head on to the next area. What the? Spirits. Let me guess, they're going to hit me first. Yep. Did you crit me? Seriously? I think you crit me, and I had to auto use a trauma kit. Thanks, guy. Appreciate you hitting me. I hate always getting like cheap shotted in these fights. That's what happens when you're squishy like I am. So, but anyway, we got a seeker, a spirit, and a mauler spirit. Mauler spirits are melee, pretty much melee only, and then the seeker will do the whole magic-y thing. So, all right, let's. The seekers are the more annoying ones, so let's take him out first if we can. Oh yeah. Let's try to cast mark target on you if I can. All right, nice. All right. Yeah, let's get that guy. And then we've got Marta with us, so she'll help out. And then let's use the adrenal pump. I guess we'll both use this turn to hide, I guess. Uh-oh. Wants to come after me. Of course he does. Okay. Let's see. He's already marked, so let's try to mark you. Alright, nice. Really? 70%? Yeah, 90% will hit. Dang it. Didn't even finish him off that time. Alright, let's try to shoot the bolt. And then let's try to lightning ball you. Again, get the AP damage, but... Actually, I'm kind of afraid that the guy's going to go after me. I don't think I have anything that'll do like a ton of damage, so... Try to get a... Oh, come on. 86% game! What? Jeez! Alright, cool. Hitting her for max damage. Well, almost max damage anyway. Alright. And since this takes us out of fight territory, her adrenal pump gets restored, so... Alright, next area. Uh-oh. An extra seeker this time, so... Let's hide back here. Drone control. Alright. Adrenal pump. See if we can get some... No, we actually hit. Mainly because I was like, you know, it was like 20% or whatever small amount, or not 20, it was like 40 still. Hey, alright. And we crit too. Alright, let's, he's really gonna... Yeah, let's try. Yeah, didn't think so. Ow. Well, luckily that didn't do too much damage. Alright, let's mark some targets. Either one's not very good. 50%, that's not very good. Let's try getting her in a better position, maybe that'll help. Hit with one at least. There we go. One of them's got a hit. Law of averages means one of them hits. Thank you. I know it's 50%, but still. I'm trying to go over there, huh? Let's try to mark you. Yeah, at least that hit. There we go. Alright, when the game wants to work for me, it does, but... Yeah. Next area. Uh-oh. The big bad Beetleborg himself. Well, I assume so, anyway. Hello? What the? Whoa! The thing hovering before you is hideous. Its broad chest is jacketed and scaled like patches of burning coal, and its many sets of antlers shimmering with heat. It smells like a barn fire, wood smoke, burning fur, and blackened bodies. At the sight of it, Marta falls to her knees, tears streaming down her cheeks, and she stares up at the spirit in whispering supplication. Marta, we welcome you back to our domain, child. It speaks in a chorus of clear, lifting voices. You don't hear them so much as feel them. The sensation is strange, like hundreds of butterflies fluttering in your chest. You will remain silent until you are dressed. Do you understand? She nods mutely and clasps her hand to her chest. Ragged breathing heave out of her. She looks like a woman possessed. Good. The fluttering feeling swells, and you feel your knees go weak. Marta sobs with joy. Glory, welcome, child. What a pleasure it is to see you again. Glory steps forward, trepidation on her face. Standing before the towering form of the spirit, she looks frail and small. She takes a deep breath and steels herself and speaks. I know what you are, spirit, before the adversary twisted you, before Harrow bound you into this rock. She drops a hand to the satchel at her side. I can help you do that again. All that you need to do is let me. The spirit chuckles, a strange warbling sound that sends a shiver down your spine. We're not in need of help. We are a great master's servant, just as Harrow is, just as you are, despite your misguided attempt to cut away his love from your heart. The voice in your head softens, becomes sad, but the fluttering in your chest turns ugly, like the buzzing wings of a swarm of blowflies. You mangled yourself beyond repair. You did it to spite him, he who is your greatest benefactor, and you betrayed him, child, but he loves you all the same. Don't listen to this thing, Glory. Slowly, terribly, the spirit begins to turn. You can hear the crack and pop of splintering vertebrae as its enormous head shifts on its shoulders. It fixes its cavernous gaze on you. Your friend, this outsider, speaks out of turn, but we take no offense. His words are like the bubble of a newborn babe. He is ignorant of the truth. The spirit inclines its head towards you. If the noise continues, we will teach him, and the babble will cease. Glory shoots you a sidelong glance. She mouths out a word. Don't. Don't. I have a message for you from our great master. He has a gift for you, a peace offering, one that he offers freely, a sign of his continued affection for you. He knows that you desire his servant's destruction. As a symbol of his love, he will grant you the power to bring an end to Harrow. He knows that you wish to free the children of Firstel. As a sign of his compassion, he will help you set them free. You can have everything you want, child. All this and more. Yeah, this is obviously a trick. Don't listen to it. The spirit keeps his attention fixed on Glory. It clasps its hands and leans forward, bowing its head. All that he requires of you is a show of good faith. Remove the protection ward from your neck, and his gift is yours for the taking. Yours forevermore. I don't think so, Spirit. We came here to rescue the children of Firstel, and that's what we're going to do. That's right. That's right. Wrong voice. That's right. She dips a hand into their satchel and produces a ceremonial dagger. The blade shimmers eerily in the light. And after we purified you, you're going to help us do it. The spirit cackles. Very well, child. If the pain is what you seek, we will bring it to you. Beneath its leathery skin, the thing's bones begin to shift, straining against the ligaments and tendons that bind them. A hideous cracking sound fills the air as its skeleton splinters and pops. As you watch the spirit's body begin to rupture, great lesions open up in the creature's chest and back, and its ribcage cracks from some horrible internal pressure. The spirit's chest heaves, and a foul liquid pours from the ribs of its flesh. A flash of light stabs your eyes, and when your vision clears, you find 3 identical spirits floating before you. Death comes in many forms, child. The fluttering sensation in your chest grows into a rasping pain that steals the breath from your lungs. It feels like you're being eaten alive. Yours will be swift and brutal. For boss time against the heart of Firstel. So he turns into 3 different forms. 2 of them are fake. They'll immediately be destroyed upon a single hit. These guys can, well, roughly hit regularly, but they'll do like a little damage. He doesn't hit as regularly because of his accuracy, but he does do a decent amount of damage when he actually does hit. So you have to be kind of careful on that. So let's obviously go into behind cover, and let's see who's the real one. If this one will hit. Okay, he's real, so just target him. No reason to target the other guys because they'll just disappear, and if you kill both of them, they'll just next turn, when his turn comes around, he'll just respawn them again, so there's no point in doing that, so. I should have saved that for a turn when I could do mark target. Oh well. Yeah. I need to get close to her and hit him with a bleeding effect, make it easier to target him. Yeah, see. A figure materializes out of shadow. The form is wispy and insubstantial, a projection of a man distorted by distance. His silhouette ripples like a flag in the wind. Through the haze, you can see his face. He is more beautiful than handsome, with sculpted features and an unnaturally youthful complexion. His expression is sad. Harrow. Glory! The voice is deep but faint and marred by echoes. It sounds as if he's shouting from the far end of a long tunnel. You shouldn't have come here. I was content to let you live out your life in peace. I've come to put an end to this place, Harrow. This place and your pathetic, sickening cult. And you, martyr? He turns his head to stare at her, a sad smile on his face. I've given you everything. Will you repay my love with betrayal? As she tries to respond, her voice catches in her throat. I'm with Glory, Harrow. I would never hurt you, but this has to end tonight. The projection of Harrow sighs. Betrayal it is, then. Very well. The air all around him begins to pulse with a scintillating burst of colors. His rippling, transparent form glows with heat from within. You brought this upon yourselves! And he comes in. He's actually not that bad of a target overall. He's just a standard mage. You could probably finish him off in one turn, really, when you think about it. But yeah, he'll attack us. So let's see. Let's see if we can finish him off. If we get a good enough hit. Yep, bye-bye. Alright. Let's see. Let's mark target. What was that chance to hit on that? Anyway, let's see if we can get a bleed effect going on him. If I can. Oh, nice. Alright. Yeah. So I didn't get marked target. Alright. See if we can hit him with a mana ball. Oh, nice. Do a little extra burn damage to him. He shifted around again. Well, hopefully. I don't think Mar's taking that much damage. So. Okay, I think that might still be him. Let's see though really quick. %. 80% gain. What the heck is going on? I'm missing like all the dang time. Man, he's almost dead too. There we go. Weakened, the spirit's form flickers and sparks. The burning coals that cling to its body fall off it in clumps, and its searing antlers begin to cool. The chorus of lifting voices warbles and shrieks as its body transmogrifies into something else. Through the haze, you can see Harrow's eyes go wide, and once his rippling silhouette begins to fade back into the shadows whence it came, his body becomes insubstantial. Go ahead and run, you fucking coward. Run back to the real world, and wherever hole you caught that dove, we'll catch you. Shadows in the shapes of a man smile back at you. The distance in his voice has increased. It sounds like he's shouting from miles away. I don't think so. You don't even know where the real me is, Glory. Oh, don't worry. We'll find you. We're good at that sort of thing. The projection flashes you a condescending grin. Believe whatever you like, fool. It won't do any good. Years from now, I'll still be doing what I do, and you'll have accomplished nothing. Go ahead, Harrow. Try to set up another cult. You won't get far before I hunt you down. The projection chuckles. The sound is thin and hollow. You know better than that, but nothing makes me happier than the sound of you lying to yourself. Goodbye, Glory. The shadow slowly dissipates, and Harrow is gone. He isn't worth the effort. Glory continues staring for a long moment at the spot where the projection of Harrow vanishes. Her expression is unreadable. Slowly, she turns away. The spirit writhing form continues its transformation. Twisted claws buckle, break, and reform. Charred bone begins to heal. The barn fire stench of it slowly dies away, replaced by an array of more pleasant smells, oak and pine and mineral oil, rustic feasts and mulled wine. As it cools, the spirit raises its head. Its body is as shaky as a newborn foal's. What has happened to us? What have we done? Aside from warping children and remorseless killers, you mean? The spirit cringes, shaking its head from side to side. It doesn't speak, but a low rumbling sound emanates from somewhere deep in its chest. Unpleasant to think about, isn't it? But you have to, Spirit. You can't run from what you've done. Your actions are a part of you, whether you like it or not. Now, if you're on the kill Harrow path, he doesn't turn into the good version of himself, and Glory immediately attacks him, and her hand glows red with fire and lava, and she kills the spirit. And then you go back into the real world and kill Harrow. But since we're doing good path, it changes a little bit, just to give you a heads up. The rumbling sound turns into a tormented howl. The noise conjures images of mourning mothers and caged animals, screeching orphans and dying men. It is the sound of pure, unmitigated despair. Glory takes a step towards the giant creature. Listen to me, Spirit. I need your help. We're here to rescue the cultists of Firstel, the street kids whose minds you touched. We're getting them out of here before the adversary can do to them what it did to you. The spirit stares at Glory for a long moment. Finally, it dips its head in a nod. Yes, we will help you. And I'll be damned, something's gone right for a change. Spirit bows its head. We have withdrawn ourselves from the mind of the people here. They are themselves again. Thank you. We'll take our leave from you now. The heart of Firstel head jerks up in alarm. Wait, we wish to do more. We have much to atone for, as you said. Go ahead, we won't stop you. No, but the stone will. We are still bound to the shrine, anchored here. We can do nothing without your help.
Tell us what you need us to do.
We need an appropriate vessel to carry out us out of the rock. Something touched by magic, but more dead than alive. It dips its head. Do you have anything that can help us? Gingerly, she reaches up and wraps a hand around the protective ward that hangs around her neck.
Yes, I think I do.
Go ahead if this thing wants to help us. I don't see why you shouldn't. With a single motion, she snaps the chain. The pendant falls to the floor. The heart of Fischel lowers its eyeless head, then traces an elaborate gesture into the air. A warm glow envelops it, and a similar glow spills from Glory. There's a bright flash, and the spirit is gone. Glory, are you okay? Slowly, she rises. She looks at you in the eye, a quizzical expression on her face.
I can feel it, the spirit. It's bound to me now.
If you choose the other path, she basically becomes more clinical than before. Like, in this path, she becomes a bit more, I wouldn't say happy, but maybe a bit more emotional because she's now bound herself to the spirit. But in the other path, she's accepted her vengeance and she becomes more robotic. More machine now than man. Or in this case, woman. Slowly she rises, looks you in the eye, a quizzical expression on her face.
I can feel it, the spirit. It's bound to me now.
I've always wanted a bound spirit.
It isn't yours or mine, Black White. It has its own desires and it belongs to no one but itself.
She raises an arm and you feel a burst of warmth and comfort in your chest.
It wants to help people, to heal them. It wants redemption, just like I do. Together, maybe we'll find it.
Behind your eyes, your vision starts to twist. It's as if though you're being turned inside out.
Time to go. With the spirits linked to the adversary severed, this entire reality is falling apart.
See you in the real world, Glory.
Yeah.
She offers you a grateful smile.
I'll see you there.
Boom. An explosion happened. Slowly you swim back to consciousness. Struggling to your feet, you find Glory already standing and alert.
I can feel them. The spirit set them free, but they're trapped somewhere here in the complex.
Best to get them in a hurry, then. This place feels like it's shaking itself apart.
Be on your guard. The connection between this compound and wherever we are is breaking down. As this place disintegrates, more and more things are spilling through.
Like rats fleeing a sinking ship. She nods.
Yeah, and it's only a matter of time before Fischel is consumed too. Look in the corner there. You can already see it happening.
I'll take your word for it. Let's move. Now let's save the rest of the cult members, so get out of here. You can tell stuff's falling apart. Look at that. Just, I guess there's no one this way. I guess we can just run on through. There they are. That was like almost like a lot of bodies. Actually, is that a lot of bodies? No, it's just rubble. It just looks like bodies for a second. Clear the rubble. There they are. The three that are left. I assume there's supposed to be more, but don't want to slow down the engine by having like a million people there. So as you kick the door open and stumble forward into the room, you find yourself surrounded by a sea of teenage faces. Initiates, all huddled together and trembling. With the spirit's influence cleared from their minds, they look frightened and lost, like kids who have had their security blankets torn away. Ah, lioness. No. Glory steps forward. When she speaks, her voice is gentle.
Come on, all of you. We're taking you to safety, safely someplace far away from here.
A scrawny teenager in a ratty coat stares at Glory's crumb, his mouth hanging slack. His voice cracks when he speaks. What happened to you? Your arms?
Something that you never need to worry about. Come on, let's get you the hell out of here.
Marta cradles her head in her hands.
Let's go. Yes, let's.
You thread your way through the streets of the Schonbuch forest, tracing your way back to the thicket where you and Glory hid the van. The inferno of the consumed Fischel is spreading, and the conflagration casts the forest around you in a sinister orange light. The heat at your back is intense, unbearable. Far ahead, Glory blazes a trail for you to follow, shredding the foliage into her path. Marta shepherds the shell-shocked initiates along behind you, doing what she can to keep them calm and moving. The fire is moving fast, but you're faster. As Marta helps the last of the kids into the van, you put the vehicle in gear and punch the accelerator. The burning ruin of Fischel recedes into the distance, a glowing speck in the rear view mirror. The peace and safety of the cruise bazaar lie ahead. And thus the children are saved, thanks to the Powerpuff Girls. No, I mean, us, Glory and Marta. But anyway, we get 2 karma for that experience, and, well, we saved, gave Glory a more optimistic outlook, as well as a happier world, as it were, instead of the cold clinical path you could have put her on. Like I said, if you want to do more damage with a claw, the other path is solid too. It's just, you know, you obviously relegate Glory to basically become an emotionless and robotic for the rest of her days. So, but anyway, to finish out this little side quest, let's talk to Glory. Oh yeah, in the last episode when I finished Iger's, I mentioned it before, but basically you do get the achievement after you finish it talking to her. It's the same in Glory's case. As soon as we finish this dialogue, if you don't already have the achievement or a trophy or whatever console you're playing this on, you get it as soon as you finish talking to Glory here, completing her storyline. So Glory stands, an introspective look on her face. At the sound of your approach, she turns to face you. She nods at you.
Thank you for your help at Firstel. I couldn't have done it without you.
Speaking of which, I've been meaning to talk to you about that.
After the things that we saw in there, I'm not surprised. Go ahead, Blackwhite. I'm listening.
Harrow got away, just like you said he would. She frowns.
Yes, and he's already putting distance between himself and the Schornbrook forest.
How do you want to go about tracking him?
Finding Harrow is going to be a full-time job. I can't track him down while we still have the Great Dragon hanging over our heads. After we dealt with Vauclair and the Firewing, I'll devote myself wholeheartedly to finding that bastard and finishing this. But for now, we need to keep our eyes on the road ahead.
It's the same with Iger, you know. This is a happens after the game type of thing. Who knows what will happen to him? And there was never an epilogue, obviously, so you just have to kind of hope for the best, you know. What did you wind up doing with the cultists that we rescued? Did you send them to Samuel?
No, he has had enough to worry about keeping the people of the Cruise Bazaar safe. Those kids that we rescued, they've been damaged by Harrow's philosophies. They can get better, but it's going to take time. Trying to integrate them into society too quickly would be dangerous.
So where do they go?
I took them to the talismonger Aljernon. He said that he knew a place where they could get help. It won't be easy for them, or quick, but they'll get better in time.
How are things going between you and Marta?
She smiles sadly. They aren't. I'm glad that she's still alive, and in time she'll heal, but she has a lot of unwanted baggage to deal with, a lot of psychological trauma from the time that she spent with Harrow. She still worships him, and you know, and it was all that I could do to keep her from running off after him.
So where is she? Somewhere here in the Cruise Bazaar?
No, I offered, but she wouldn't come. She still thinks of cities as places that she needs to save people from. I don't know where she's going to wind up. I don't even think that she does, but when she gets there, she'll reach out to me. That much she promised.
Yeah, it's one of those things that despite you saving her because of Stockholm Syndrome, addiction, or whatever you want to call it, she won't be the same for quite a long time. Will they get together, or back together again, or friends? Who knows? She looks away. I like the fact that there's not really a clear, like, happy ending, per se. I mean, there's still issues, kind of like in the real world, but you know. She looks away.
Let's talk about something else, Blackwhite. I'd rather not dwell on this if I don't have to.
That answers all my questions. Thanks for taking the time to talk.
Anytime, Blackwhite. And thanks again. I mean that.
And thus, Glory's story is ended. And yeah, she gets her own little reward for choosing to heal the spirit. So she gets an ability to heal allies in combat. And then Iger in the last episode got a new weapon, which that could be missed, actually, weirdly enough. Dietrich has, and we finished Dietrich's story a while back when we saved Alexander. So Dietrich's done, and Blitz still has to find his girl, but everyone for the most part is good to go because technically we did Blitz's storyline. It's just wrap up and stuff like that. So all that's left for our outrageous crew is one more job. What is that job? What awaits us as we take on Technology? We'll find out next time in the next episode of Shadowrun Dragonfall. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.